Hi, good morning to all ninth class students. Today I am starting first class. This is offline. It is also new for me. Next, the first chapter in ninth class is real numbers. Real numbers. First, we should know what are real numbers. Types of real numbers. First, types of numbers. Types of numbers. Means in numbers also we have types. What are types of numbers? Means first one will come as natural numbers. Natural numbers. Natural numbers. Natural numbers are denoted with a capital letter N. So this entire is one set of natural numbers. In these natural numbers you have elements 1, 2, 3, etc. If anyone will ask you to define natural numbers, then what you have to say is the numbers which are using for counting the things. If anyone will give some chocolates to you, if you want to count chocolates which they given to you, you won't start with 0, you won't start with 2 by 3, 3 by 7 like that. First you will pick one chocolate and you will start with 1. So the numbers which are using for counting the things is said to be called natural numbers. Next, another type of numbers is natural numbers of the whole numbers. Whole numbers. Whole numbers means all natural numbers will be there, extra the one element will be added, that is 0. Means 0 to infinity. There is no end at all. No one can say the last digit in set of natural numbers, set of whole numbers. But everyone can say first starting number of n, starting number of whole numbers. Starting number of whole number or least whole number is 0. Least natural number is 1. Natural numbers, whole numbers. Next, if you go for next type of numbers, they are called integers. What are integers? If anyone will ask, what you have to say? Negative natural numbers and whole numbers. Negative natural numbers means -1, -2, -3, etc. Next, whole numbers. Whole numbers starts from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. These are called integers. Integers means negative numbers will be there, 0 and positive numbers will be there. Next, coming to rational numbers. It's very important for us. Rational numbers. What are rational numbers? Rational numbers definition also will be there. You have to select from integers any two numbers, any two digits from set of integers you have to take. So set of integers already you know, these all are in -3, -4, -5, etc. up to minus infinity. It starts from minus infinity, it ends with infinity. You have to take any two integers. They are called p comma q. You selected two integers. What are they? P, q. Then q should not be equals to 0. Then p by q is called a rational number. Here what he is saying is, you can take any numbers -978 by any other number 87. What is this? It is one integer p, it is another integer q, you wrote in the form of P by Q. Numerator is integer, denominator is integer. You expressed as P by Q. You have to see Q. Q should not be equals to 0. If anyone will ask that, what is 3 by 0? It is not a rational number. Why it is not a rational number? Because it is not satisfying the definition of a rational number. What is the definition of rational number? Means PQ should be integers and Q should not be equals to 0. Then P by Q is called a rational number. So it is a definition for rational number. Then go for irrational number. So already you know some opposite words in English. Possible, impossible. Okay. Reverse, irreverse. So sometimes opposite will starts with IR, IM. Okay. Direct, indirect, IN. Like that. Rational, irrational. So here opposite of rational is called irrational. What is rational? A number which can be expressed in the form of P by Q are called rational numbers. Its opposite. A number which cannot be expressed in the form of P by Q are called irrational numbers. Can you guess some irrational numbers? The irrational numbers are root 2. So one student will say that, sir, I will write root 2 as root 2 by 1. I wrote in the form of P by Q. It is a rational number. You will argue. But in rational number definition, what I said, P should be integer. Means in integers set, can you see root 2 here? No. Numerator is not an integer. If numerator is not an integer, it is not a rational number. So root 2 is not a rational number. What is that? It is an irrational number. So here, irrational number definition, if anyone will ask, it is non-repeating, non-terminating decimal. Non-repeating, non-terminating decimal. So, if you ask any teacher or any student, what is the value of root 2? They will say 100%, 1.414. It is not exact value. It is what? Approximate value. Because no one can say 1.414 and it goes on. There is no end at all. Okay. So this is non-terminating, non-repeating. Terminating. See, 7 is there. You are dividing with 2. 2 3 is 6. 1 remainder. Keep a point. 0. 2 5 is 10. What you got remainder here? 0. Remainder is 0. This 7 by 2 is terminating decimal. Because you got remainder as what? 0. But what happened to root 2 here? Root 2, if you go on finding it, 1.41 something, some numbers go on coming up. Okay, there is no end for that. It is non-repeating, non-terminating. Non-repeating, see, 1 by 3 is there. 1 by 3. 1 divide with 3. Point keep it 0. 3 3 is 9. Again 1. Again 0. Again 3 3 is 9. So if you go on doing it, 0.3333 is going on coming up. If 3 is repeating, it is called 1 by 3 is called repeating decimal. It is called what? Repeating decimal. But whereas non-repeating means same number won't come again and again. See here, 0.15 bar is there. Its meaning is 0.151515 should go on writing, no end at all. It is called what? Repeating decimal. But what I said about irrational number, it should not be repeated. Same number should not come. So here, how an irrational number will be there means irrational number will be like a non-terminating, non-repeating. Example I'll give to you, that is 1.47, 477, 4777, etc. See here, first time 1.47 you written. Second time 4 came, but 7 came 2 times. Next time 4 came, but 7 repeated 3 times. So this we can't write for 7 bar, we can't write it. 1.47 bar means 1.4, 7 will be go on coming. If I write 1.47 bar like this, it is 1.474747 like this. But observe the difference between these three. Here 4 is repeating, okay, but 7 is followed with 1 here, 2 times, 3 times, again 4. 7 will be 4 times, again 4, 7 will be 5 times. We know what will come, but we can't write by using bar. Like these decimals are called irrational numbers. I hope that you understood about irrational numbers perfectly. Root 2, root 3, see root 5, root 15, these all are irrational numbers. Not only this, like 1.47, 477, also irrational number. So now what I want to say is, today's our topic is real numbers. I said about natural, whole, integer, rational and irrational. So real numbers means rational plus irrational. Rational plus irrational. Rational plus irrational get together, the numbers are called real numbers. So you will get a doubt that, sir, natural numbers won't be there in real numbers. Very good question. But rational numbers means 2 by 1 is there. P by Q form is there or not? 2 by 1 is nothing but 2. What is 2? 2 is a natural number. 2 is a whole number. For all natural numbers divided by 1, if you write, these also will come as rational numbers only or not? For all whole numbers, if you keep 1, again these becomes rational numbers. For all integers, if you keep divided by 1, these also will become what? Rational numbers. The meaning is, all natural numbers are rational numbers, all whole numbers are rational numbers, all integers are rational numbers. Not only these, rational numbers will have more like 2 by 3, 3 by 7, like etc. So here, all rational plus irrational get together is called real numbers. So this 9th class, basics are very important. Without basics, whatever you learn, it's not learning, it is just mug up or by hearting it. So to know maths, you have to do practicing very well. Practice only makes maths perfect. Okay. Now we will go for next topic here. So now we understood what is the name of the chapter, that real numbers. What are real numbers, you understood about it. Now we will go for number line. Number line. So here number line means you have to draw one line like this, and both sides what will be there? Arrow marks. Line, ray, line segment, line. You know the definitions. It is a line which you can extend either sides indefinitely. You can extend. Go on, extend right side. Go on, extend left side. So in middle what you can write is 0 you can write. And right side 1, 2, 3. Left side -1, -2, -3, etc. etc. Why you are not writing? Because arrow mark is there. You can pull this line to this side and that side. You will get more numbers. So it is called number line. So in number line, fractions will be there or not? Again one question. That is, sometimes already you done in 8th class, represent 5 by 3 on number line. See, it is one important question in 9th class. Represent 5 by 3 on number line. So 5 by 3 how you can represent on number line? It's question. Now 5 if you divide with 3, 3 ones are 3, 2 remainder 0.0, 3 6 are 18, 2 remainder, again bar is coming 1.6 bar. So why I done division? The meaning is this 5 by 3 will be 1.6 bar means it is in between 1 and 2. 1 and 2. This number will be there in between 1 and 2. How you will come to know that this number is in between 1 and 2, you should do normal division. Then you will come to know what numbers you can write it. Now I wrote 0, 1, 2, 3. In denominator what you are seeing here? 3. In this 5 by 3, 3 is in the denominator and 5 is in the numerator. What is there in the denominator? 3. Means what you have to do? You have to divide into 3 equal parts. It is 1 part, 2 parts, 3 parts. Here you divided 3 parts. Here also what you have to do? 3 parts you have to divide. 1, 2, 3. Here also what you have to do? 3 parts you have to divide. So every number to number in between you have to divide 3 equal parts. So 1, 2, 3 equal parts, 1, 2, 3 equal parts, 1, 2, 3 equal parts. I divided each number to number in between 3 parts I divided. Now 1 I had to write to get the denominator as 3. 1 means what? 1 by 1. What is 1 means? 1 by 1. I should get in the denominator what? 3. So I should multiply with 3 in the numerator also. 1 is nothing but what? 3 by 3. 1 is nothing but 3 by 3. What is 2? How can you write 2 as in the denominator have to get 3? Means what you have to do? You should multiply 3 with the denominator, 3 with the numerator. But it becomes 6 by 3. 2 is nothing but what here? 6 by 3. 3 means 9 by 3. What you have to write is 0 by 3. This becomes 1 by 3. 2 by 3. 3 by 3 came. 4 by 3. 5 by 3. 6 by 3 came. 7 by 3. 8 by 3. 9 by 3 came. Now you should overlap or round 5 by 3 here. What you done? You represented 5 by 3 on number line or not? You represented 5 by 3 on number line. It's very simple. Draw a number line. Divide the fraction like this. Then you will get that our answer will be in between 1 and 2 for this question. So here again 1 you written, 2 you written, 3, 4 like that. Then again 5 by 3 is there. So denominator 3 is there. Each number to number, that many equal parts you have to do. If in denominator 4 is there, you should make here to here 4 equal parts. If denominator is 5, 5 equal parts like that. Then 0 by 5, 1 by 5, 2 by 5, 3 by 5 like that you have to go on writing it. So be careful that 0 by 3 should be somewhat bigger one. Again 3 by 3 should be somewhat bigger one. These two see small in size. So what students will do maximum is they will keep all lines same. Is wrong. They will write 0 by 3, 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 3 by 3, something they will write that. But it is wrong. So try to habituate of doing like this. It is how to represent a rational number on number line. Now, how we can represent a rational number to decimal number, a decimal number into rational number. Conversion of rational number to decimal, decimal to rational number. Now we'll go for one problem that is 7 by 16. 7 by 16. What is 7 by 16? It is in the form of p by q or not? P by q means what it is? It is a rational number. What you have to do, the question is you have to convert it into decimal form. So here 7 should be divided with 16. By seeing this you should understand. So many students they'll think that 16 is bigger than 7. They'll keep 16 as dividend and they'll divide with 7. Is it right or wrong? It is wrong. Because in denominator whatever is there, it is called divisor. Denominator what you have here? 16. 16 should be divisor. So what you have to write is, you should write a 16 here and 7 here. 16 here, 7 here. And here 16 is divisor, 7 is dividend. Divisor is bigger than the dividend. What you have to keep? You have to keep decimal. By keeping decimal, what you can do? You can keep a 0 here and division. 16 5s are 80. 16 4s are 64. 16 4s are how much? 64. If you do subtraction, what you are getting? 6. Point is that you can give 0 it or not? 16. Next 60 is there. 16 3s are. 16 3s are how much? 48. So 10 minus 8 is 2 and 5 minus 4 is 1. 12 we have. Then point is that you can give 0 here and 16 7s are 112. 16 7s are 112. 80 is there. 16 5s are 80. What you done is you represented 7 by 16 in decimal form as 0.4375. Now, whether your division is right or wrong, if you have any doubt, what you have to do is this 0.4375 you should write in the form of p by q. How you can write? 0.2 is there. After decimal you have one digit. So 2 by 10 you can write it. Then 1.76 is there. After decimal how many digits are there? 2. It becomes 176 by 100. And like that, after decimal how many digits you are seeing here? 4. So this entire number in p by q form you can write it as 4375 by 10,000. Can you write like this or not? Now divisibility rules. As you know that this numerator is ending with 5, this denominator is ending with 0. Both will go in 5 table. 5 8s are 40, 5 7s are 35, 5 5s are 25. 5 2s are 0 0 0. Next again 5 table. 5 400s are, and again here 5 1s are, 5 7s are, 5 5s are. Again 5 80s are, 5 3s are 15, 5 5s are. Again 5 16s are, 5 7s are. At last what you got is 7 by 16. So this is the decimal form. You converted it into fractional form. It is fractional form. By doing division you convert it into decimal form. So today I'll stop this one and in next class I'll continue it. So be practice. Thank you.